route, route, route.
It's a path or way that you follow to get from one place to another. Here is a sample sentence. The GPS system helped us navigate to our destination by providing turn-by-turn directions along the most efficient route.
Routine, routine, routine.
It's a series of actions or tasks that are done regularly, often at the same time every day or week. Here's a sample sentence. After getting married, Sarah fell into a routine of waking up early to exercise and then heading to work as an accountant. This sentence illustrates how routine can refer to a regular pattern or sequence of activities that are performed on a daily basis.
Royalty, royalty, royalty.
It refers to people who are related to a king or queen, often getting special treatment because of their family connection. Here is a sample sentence. The royal family was treated to a lavish ceremony, complete with pomp and circumstance, as they celebrated their anniversary in style. In this sentence, royalty refers to members of a monarch's family, such as princes, princesses, or kings.
Rub, rub, rub.
To smooth or make something feel softer by moving hands or fingers over it, gently but firmly. Here is a sample sentence. She gently rubbed her sore muscles with lotion after a long run.
Ruin, ruin, ruin.
Something that is no longer useful or safe because it has been damaged or broken down over time. Here is a sample sentence. The once grand mansion had been left to ruin after decades of neglect and disrepair. This sentence illustrates how ruin can be used to describe something that has been damaged or destroyed, often as a result of some kind of decay or neglect.
Ruinous, ruinous, ruinous.
This word describes something that is completely destroyed or severely damaged, often to the point where it can't be fixed or used anymore. Here is a sample sentence. The once thriving factory had become a ruinous eyesore, its crumbling walls and rusty machinery a testament to years of neglect. In this example, ruinous describes the state of the factory as being severely damaged or decayed, with negative consequences for those around it.
Rule, rule, rule.
A principle or standard that guides how something is done, often to ensure fairness or consistency. Here's a sample sentence. The new policy will be enforced as a rule, with any exceptions requiring approval from management.
Rural, rural, rural.
This refers to areas that are far from cities, with fewer people and buildings, often surrounded by countryside or nature. Here is a sample sentence. The small village in the countryside was a quintessential rural community, where everyone knew each other and farm-to-table living was the norm.
Rust, rust, rust.
It's a type of damage that happens to metal when it gets old or wet, causing it to weaken and break down. Here's a sample sentence. The old car had developed a thick layer of rust on its hood and fenders over the winter.
Ruthless, ruthless, ruthless.
This word means being completely without mercy or compassion, and doing whatever is needed to achieve a goal, no matter how harsh or unfair it may seem. Here is a sample sentence. The dictator's ruthless suppression of dissent and opposition had left his country in shambles. In this example, ruthless describes the dictator's actions as being without mercy or compassion, and having a complete disregard for the well-being or safety of others.
Sack, sack, sack.
It's a container made from strong fabric often used to carry or store things. Here is a sample sentence. The coach decided to bench the struggling player and put him in his sack, ending his season. In this example, sack refers to the act of removing someone from a team or position.
Sacred, sacred, sacred.
This word refers to something that is considered very important, special, or holy. It's often associated with feelings of reverence, respect, and awe. Here is a sample sentence. The ancient temple was considered a sacred place by the local community, who believed it held spiritual significance and power. In this sentence, sacred means revered or highly respected as being connected to something greater than oneself, often with a sense of spirituality or holiness.
Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice.
It's when you give up something that is important to you, for the benefit of someone or something else. Here is a sample sentence. The firefighter's heroic sacrifice to save the trapped child from the burning building will never be forgotten. In this example, sacrifice refers to the act of giving up one's own life or well-being in order to benefit someone else.
Saddle, saddle, saddle.
It's something that fits on top of two things, holding them together or supporting them, often used for riding or carrying heavy loads. Here is a sample sentence. The cowboy carefully adjusted the saddle on his horse to ensure a comfortable ride.
Sag, sag, sag.
It's when something bends or curves downwards, often because it's old or worn out. Here is a sample sentence. The old tent began to sag under the weight of the heavy rain, threatening to collapse.
Sake, sake, sake.
This word refers to a reason or purpose for doing something, often related to helping someone or making things better. Here is a sample sentence. I'm going to the party tonight, but only for your sake. In this example, sake means on account of someone or something, and is used to indicate that you're doing something because of their benefit or well-being.
Salmon, salmon, salmon.
This type of fish is known for its pink color when it's fully grown, and it swims upstream to where it was born to lay eggs. Here is a sample sentence. The chef carefully grilled the salmon fillet and served it with a side of steamed vegetables.
Salute, salute, salute.
It's an act of showing respect by raising one's hand or arm, usually as a greeting or to show appreciation. Here's a sample sentence. The marching band gave a loud and proud salute to their commander as they passed by. In this example, salute refers to the act of showing respect or admiration through a gesture, such as raising one's hand or arm in a specific way.
Sample, sample, sample.
A small part of something that shows what the whole is like. Here's a sample sentence for the word sample. The researcher collected a sample from each participant to analyze in the study.
Sandy, sandy, sandy.
It refers to small, loose grains that are often found on beaches or in deserts. Here is a sample sentence. The beach was covered in soft, warm sand that felt great between my toes.